HG Roasts. You decide. Hello, I'm HG Tudor, and you join me today in the dark, despairing depths of the dungeon situated in the cavernous bowels of Tudor Towers. You doubtless can hear the distressed screams and wails of those that are awaiting to be roasted. It is here that I engage in some of my best work. Isn't that right, Minion65? He's nodding. He knows better than to interrupt the master when he's speaking. The fact that he only has one arm is testament to that. It is here, in the various cells, imprisoned behind those adamantine bars, I keep those that richly deserve the flaming depends from the assertive and vicious tongue that I possess. And of course, there is always a delicious side order of sardonic wit that goes with these roastings. But the hypocrisy and nonsense of certain famous or infamous individuals is necessarily exposed for the purpose of understanding their narcissism and, of course, just having a jolly good roast. If you haven't done so already, and in failing to listen, you're perhaps sailing a little close to having a roasting yourself, you really ought to realize my roastings of Gwyneth Paltrow, Ellen DeGeneres, and James Corden. I would recommend that you ensure that you do not eat anything or have anything of a liquid nature near you whilst listening to them, and that you should go and enjoy those. You will easily find them in the playlist for the HG Roast or by simply searching my channel with those names. Then you'll be able to sit and listen to their very much deserved roastings. Now, as I walk through the darkness, which is framed by the flickering orange and yellow of the flames, that dance back and forwards, ready to lick at the putrid flesh of those that I can hear, it's time for you to get some involvement in beautiful value of yours. Who has been getting on your nerves? Maybe your last nerve as of late. Who has been getting on your wick, up your nose, on your tits? The world at the moment is very much going to hell in a handcart. War, increases in energy, food prices, and the usual shittiggery that goes on, perpetuated, of course, by much of our kind. And whilst the environment burns or it becomes flooded, those sit there fiddling away, lining their pockets, as you have to deal with the fact that your insurance premium rises. That's if you can gain some insurance. Of course, here I am in Tudor Towers, isolated from those things that befall those that are lessened and such as I. But nevertheless, here is an opportunity for you to get something back on these absolute twat waffles. Is there somebody that's been engaging in some completely arse-licking word salad that needs to be exposed and subjected to the vicious tongue of your glorious nature? Maybe there is some completely hypocritical politician that needs to be hauled over the coals and then flayed with my fiery whip of exposure. Perhaps there is a film star or pop star whose odious self-absorption causes you to reach for the chuck bucket on the days. Perhaps a tech entrepreneur has been spouting some usual bum fluff, and you need to hear me take them to pieces. Politicians, pop stars, film stars, footballers, sporting tech entrepreneurs, broadcasters, or general lowlives who are somehow famous, although you're left invariably scratching your noggin wondering why. Here I walk through these corridors, looking at these souls that have been kept here, some for many months, awaiting their fate, as it amuses me all the more to ensure that at some juncture they receive their comeuppance. Yes, that includes you, Pelosi. I see you. Minion 402, go and elbow her in the face as soon as she deserves. Now, back on track. What I require from you, my delicious and beautiful viewers, is that you share the slops of your mind with me in the comments section by declaring who you want to be roasted, and, briefly, why. You don't need to give me a thesis. You don't even need to give me a lengthy paragraph, a name, and one or two sentences explaining why they deserve to be roasted. In the next week or so, I will then take a perusal, as I believe the stock word is these days, rather than just lurking. I will peruse your offerings, and then, of the ones that have caught my eye, both in terms of the most interesting entries and well-reasoned explanations associated with them, will be plucked from the relative obscurity of the comments section, and then they will be placed in a poll. The four that are most interesting will be placed in the poll, and then you all will be able to vote upon which you would like. If, of course, one that you've selected, or rather one that you put forward, has not been selected, then you need to put to one side your disappointment and be a good collegiate member of this channel and cast your vote for who, instead of the four that have been chosen, you want to be roasted. We're going to burn them. We're going to reduce them to ash, and then we're going to burn the ashes in a good Fahrenheit 451 style. So, as you hear, there are pleas of desperation ringing around your ears as I walk through this dark veil. Here, there are pleas for clemency, which of course fall upon the deafest of ears. Now is your chance. Now is your chance to find those narcissists that are apt and appropriate to receive a jolly good roasting. Think carefully. Think wisely. And then place their name. And you can suggest more than one, of course. You don't have to confine yourself, but please at least one per one. If you want to put forward multiple people, then do so. I look forward to reading your offerings. For now, myself and Minions 12 and 103 have an urgent appointment with a particularly bearded individual waiting just along this corridor. I'm Agent Tudor, and I'm ready to roast.